Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to tackle a tiny part of speech that makes a huge difference: pronouns. They might seem simple, but you know what? Getting these right is the real secret to sounding clear, confident, and just better in everything you write and say. So let's dive in and unlock that power.
Okay, so listen to this. Ram is a good boy. Ram helps his friends. Ram goes to school. Hear that? That repetition? It just sounds, well, clunky, right? Kind of robotic. It's a really common trap that just screams unpolished.
And that awkwardness, that is exactly why pronouns exist. They are literally the grammar hero that swoops in to make our language actually flow.
All right, so here's our game plan for the next few minutes. First, we'll hit the core concept of what a pronoun is. Then we'll explore the different jobs they do. After that, we'll solve a few classic grammar puzzles, learn the polite way to get them in order, and then we'll wrap it all up with the key takeaways. Let's get to it.
All right, Section 1, Pronouns, the noun's replacement. So, what are these things really, and why should you care?
So, at its heart, a pronoun is just a substitute. It's a stand-in that steps in for a noun so we don't sound like a broken record. You can think of it like a handy shortcut that makes our language way more efficient and, honestly, just more pleasant to listen to.
So, let's go back to our friend Ram. Instead of that ram train wreck, we just swap in he, and boom. The sentence it flows. He helps his friends. He goes to school. So much better. That's the magic of pronouns in action.
On to Section 2, the pronouns' many jobs. Now this is where things get really interesting, because pronouns aren't a one-size-fits-all deal. They actually change their form depending on the job they're doing in a sentence. Are they the one doing something, having something done to them, or owning something?
Okay, this is probably the biggest rule you need to get. The subject pronoun, that's the doer, the one making things happen. In he helped me, he is the one doing the helping. And the object pronoun, that's the receiver of the action. So in that same sentence, me is the one getting helped. See that? Same event, but their role in the sentence changes the word we use. Super important.
Okay, so this chart right here, this is basically your cheat sheet. Up top, you've got your subjective case. These are your doers, right? I, she, we. Then in the middle, the objective case, your receivers, me, her, us. And at the bottom, the possessives, showing who owns what. It all comes down to one thing. What's the job the pronoun is doing in the sentence? That's it. All right, let's talk about a classic mix-up with possessives. See, a possessive adjective like my needs a noun to hang on to. It can't be alone. Think my book, your car. But a possessive pronoun, like mine or yours, it's a lone wolf. It stands all by itself because it's already replaced the noun. So, easy way to remember, one points to the noun, the other is the noun.
Okay, Section 3. Now that we've got the basics down, let's get into the fun stuff, solving some tricky pronoun puzzles that, honestly, even native speakers get wrong all the time.
Ah yes, the great debate. So someone knocks on your door, you yell out, "It's me!" Are you actually wrong?
Okay, brace yourselves. Believe it or not, according to the strict grammar rulebook, the correct answer is, it is I. So why on earth is that? Well, think of the verb to be, like is or was, as a giant equal sign. And whatever's on one side of the equal sign has to match the other side. It is a subject, so you need a subject pronoun on the other side, like I, he, or she. Now, are you going to hear people say, "It is I" at the coffee shop? Probably not. "It's me" has pretty much won in everyday speech. But if you're writing a formal paper, "it is I" is your technically correct bet.
Next up are those self-pronouns. A reflexive pronoun is what you use when the subject and the object of the verb are the exact same person. It's like the action is a boomerang. It comes right back to the person who threw it.
So you say, "I introduced myself." Simple question, who did I introduce? Myself. The doer, I, and the receiver, myself, they're the same person. And notice where it is. It's usually right after the verb.
But check this out. What happens if we just move that self word around? It completely changes jobs. It becomes an emphatic pronoun. It looks the same, but it's totally different. It's not the receiver anymore. Its whole purpose in life is just to add some oomph, some emphasis.
Look at this sentence. I, myself, will do it. See? Myself here is just shouting, "Hey, look at me. I'm the one doing it, nobody else." So it really just boils down to location, location, location. After the verb, it's reflexive. Right after the subject, it's all about emphasis.
All right, we're on the home stretch now. Let's talk about what happens when you've got a group of people in a sentence. There's actually an order to it, and it's basically a politeness rule.
So here's a really easy way to remember it. When things are good, or just neutral, it's polite to put everyone else first. You go last. So you follow the 2-3-1 order. Second person is you, third person is he or she, and you, the first person, I, come at the very end. You, he, and I will go. But if something went wrong and you're admitting fault, you do the opposite. You step up and take the blame first. The order flips to 1, 2, 3. I, you, and he are responsible.
Wow. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground pretty quickly here. So, let's boil it all down to a few golden rules you can take with you. Okay, here they are, your 3 golden rules for pronouns. Number 1, after it is or it was, use the subject pronoun. It is I. It was she. Got it? Number 2, words like and are like connectors for the same team. They have to connect matching cases. So, he and I are both subjects, but it would be the message was for you and me, because you and me are both objects. And number 3, and this is a big one, after prepositions, words like between, for, to, with, you always use the object pronoun. It is always between you and me, never, ever between you and I. Lock that one away, it's a game changer.
And that is a wrap on our deep dive into pronouns. But I want to leave you with a final thought. You know, language isn't set in stone. It's always evolving. The super formal it is I has pretty much been replaced by it's me in everyday conversation. So my question for you is, what's another one of these incorrect pronoun uses that we hear today that you think will be totally normal and accepted tomorrow? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for hanging out with me today.